Hey guys, here we are in video number 2 of the breakdown for the keys to victory for Vasyl Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia, and all the ways that he needs to establish lead foot dominance. If you haven't seen video part 1, I suggest watching part 1 of this series. It establishes why lead foot dominance is so not only important but also effective against Mikey Garcia in particular. And how we disrupt his lead hand to safely get into that position. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to stop him from jabbing the entire fight. So the next way that he's going to be able to do this is by countering Mikey's jab. So let me go ahead and show you all the instances and the reasons why Mikey's jab is so counterable. Boom. There you go right there. So Mikey jabs, and look at how his foot is kind of on the inside of Lopez's foot. It's not super apparent right here because Lopez wasn't even in fighting position, but he puts all his weight on his front leg. Look at how his back leg is not even on the ground, and Lopez makes him eat a huge counter shot right there. He does get his hand mostly in the way of the left hand, but even when Lopez is not in punching position, he's able to have enough time to counter Mikey's jab. Great work from Lopez right there. And now on into the next one. Boom. Again, Mikey jabs. He jumps in, puts all his weight on his front foot, and can't get out of the way of the left hook. Misses his own counter. Luckily for him, Lopez misses his second counter as well. But just again showing you that he puts all his weight on his front foot and isn't even in position to throw his right hand. If you notice in any of these counters, he doesn't even attempt to throw his right hand because he can't. Also, I want to point out that when he's circling out to the right, or to his left, to Lopez's right, and he's not going to be able to get away after lead foot dominance is asserted. And that's what Lomachenko is going to be looking to do more so than countering him. He's going to be looking to establish lead foot dominance, and I'll show that too. The next case being in round 4. Even in best case scenario right here, Mikey jumps in, puts all his weight on his front foot. He even catches Lopez completely off guard, but Lopez is like, oh, and is able to counter him because Mikey can't get away because all his weight is on his front foot, and he's in the air because he takes his back foot off the ground. He can't even follow up with his right hand if he wanted to, even though he does land that left hook. But that's not, obviously that's not important for him being countered in this particular instance. Another one being right here. Mikey jumps in, puts all his weight on his front foot. He misses this one, but notice how Lopez's leg looks like it's already on the outside and he hasn't even moved. Now Mikey has to move back. He eats a body shot right there. And then he does another jab, puts all his weight on his front leg. You can see his hips come forward. And look at the horrible positioning that Mikey Garcia winds up in when he jumps in. He does manage to kind of tie him up, and the referee kind of breaks him a little early in this instance. But let's look at it all again. He jumps in. Can't really get away, and the referee breaks him a little bit premature. But notice once he's in this position, Lomachenko is not going to put his arm around Mikey Garcia. Lomachenko is going to have his forearm on Mikey's body, and he's going to pivot right here, and Mikey's going to fall all over himself, and he's going to be taking a lot of big shots. And this is all because of Mikey Garcia's jab is so counterable because of where all of his weight winds up going. Again, very counterable. Now let's go into how Lomachenko is going to be able to counter and take advantage of Mikey Garcia's jab. So here we have the first instance. Beautiful. He times it perfectly. He steps in a little bit, just like Mikey's jab, and he pull counters him, lands a jab right there, and gets his glove on top of Walter's right hand, just in case he was going to counter, and lands a great body shot. Beautiful boxing from Lomachenko right here. Definitely looking like he's going to be able to find himself in a position to counter Mikey's jab. But let's take a look at a couple more instances. Again, off the jab, pull counters, and jumps in, establishes lead foot dominance off of the jab, and pivots in. Walters gets out of there, but still showing that he's got a mastery of the timing and an ability to create lead foot dominance and superior position off of Mikey Garcia's jabs, the jabs that he's not able to take away. We're going to look at a couple more examples. Brilliant. So off of Walter's jab, let's slow it down because it's really high tech. Walter's jabs, and he takes lead foot dominance off of Walter's jab. Moves his foot and throws the left hand. Beautiful boxing. Another opportunity for him to establish lead foot dominance and set up his own offense. And the final example that I'm going to show for this is in just a second. Right here. Oops, no, I'm too far. Beautiful. So now he catches his jab, and he parries it, and is able to control his left arm in case another punch comes with the jab, and throws a straight left to the body. Just a mastery, and showing that he has, so many different ways to attack Mikey Garcia's jab to keep him guessing, so that he's not most appropriately able to counter his jab, or to counter his counters rather, and finding ways to establish lead foot dominance. Just brilliant boxing, and I think that this is all going to go a long way towards helping him defeat Mikey Garcia in their possible match. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to video 3 shortly. Make sure to watch video 1 first so you can see the difference between Walters being in lead foot position, or having lead foot position against him, and Mikey Garcia having it. Anyway, thanks guys.